Hey y'all, it's April. I'm back and I'm literally still in my pajamas because when I woke up this morning, I was so excited to start hacking the badge that I shared in my last video. If you haven't caught it yet, I received a box from GitHub in preparation for GitHub Universe where I unboxed a hackable badge. This is my very first time ever hacking any badge in my whole life. And I've had these sort of badges for prior tech conferences, but I just never took the liberty to actually hack them. If you're not familiar with what I'm even talking about, the badge that I have is a Badger 2350. And we open it up so you can see what it looks like. So the front of the badge by default has my name on it, as well as my title and then my GitHub handle as well. And so there's also some buttons along the bottom and on the side that we can make use of with whatever we do with code. You can do different attachments to this device as well. I actually don't have anything left from my Raspberry Pi kits, so I'm not going to be able to attach anything, but to wear this around your neck, especially in a conference setting, you're going to want to attach a battery pack to it. Now, I did turn this on just to make sure things were working properly, and there's actually a secret launch menu. When you hold the A and the C buttons, it'll open up that menu, and that's where you can access all the fun things that we can do. That's also where I'm going to put the code that I am creating today. And yeah, so with that said, I haven't done much at all beyond downloading, I think it's Thony, which is a program that's going to be needed in order to actually do some hacking with this badge. That's as far as I've gotten. I'm actually really excited. You're going to be joining me for this ride as I figure out how to hack this badge so we can learn together. All right, without further ado, let's get started. So I have Thony up and running now, and the first thing I need to do is make sure I'm in the right interpreter, which I am, which is MicroPython Raspberry Pi Pico. So I do need to stop, I read in the docs, because when this launches, it's going to be running main.py, and we don't want that. Otherwise, we can't make updates to the badge. Now from there, I do need to open up the file menu so I can see the files that are on here. And I can do that by going to View, followed by Files. So the top half, I'm going to be able to see the files that are on my computer. The bottom half, I'm going to be able to see the files that are currently on the badge. And there's a couple of them in here because if you recall in that launch menu, there are some apps that are in there that I can try out. So for example, this checklist one, it's a simple TXT file and it provides items that you would put on the checklist. I'm going to clear all these out, add things that are more relevant to my own personal life, and let's say it's based on what a typical morning looks like for me. That always starts with walk Olivier, my poodle, and then aside from walking Olivier, I usually then cook breakfast. Sometimes. I don't always cook breakfast. And outside of cooking breakfast, I want to check my emails. I also shower. Shouldn't need a checklist for the showering, but we're going to add it on here for example's sake. And then sometimes I do water my plants. I'll just say water plants instead of water my plants. And then aside from that, I'm just going to keep it at that. Let's just keep it very simple for a morning. Now that I have that, I want to make this show on the badge itself within the checklist, or it's called lists app that's on here. So to do that, I believe I just need to save it. And then let's check to see if it's on there. Okay, so here is my list app. And look, it's in there. Walk Olivier, cook breakfast, check emails, shower, water plants as well. Got some weird little fading happening there, but it's okay. And I think I should be able to check these off. Yep, there we go. If I press B, I do get a little check mark that's there. It's a little faint, but there we go. All right, cool. So we know this works. Let's now move on to something else. So I think the next thing I want to do is add an image in. I took some pictures not too long ago of myself, and let's just see what it looks like. Now the images are going to default to a black and white color scheme. I could go in and modify it to be as such, but I'm just curious to see what happens if we start from color, and the only way to find out is to try. So I now have Image Maverick downloaded and installed, and I need to change into the directory where I have that image, and it's in my downloads. So let's switch over to there. So the command we need to run is going to be magic, followed by the file name and then what I want to convert it into. The image that I have, that's April-BW PNG, we're going to convert that to a JPEG with this like non-special JPEG processing. I still don't even know what that is. So let's give that a try. That's magic followed by April-BW PNG. We're going to make that to be April-BW JPG. Fingers crossed. All right, that may have worked. Okay, we actually have something here. Maybe that's it. We'll see. Let's go back to Thani. Close it down, but we can open it back up. Okay, everything looks good here. So we're going to get rid of that one that was wrong. We're just going to go ahead and delete that. Yes, trash. And then look for my April-BW. So help me if this doesn't work this time. All right, it's in there. Oh my gosh, y'all. It worked! Okay, let me show you. 1 second. Look at that in all of my fabulous glory. It's me, it's the picture. Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna try one more thing and then it's time for me to start my day. So in any case, I am going to now create just something that displays text on the screen. And so to do so, I'm gonna go back to the docs. They actually have some code here that I can copy and paste into just a simple like hello world file. And let's say I really wanted this to display like some affirmations or something to that effect. A nice little message to tell me to have a really great day. So I might start this off by saying, hello, gorgeous. I hope you have a great day. Let's just leave it like that. Something nice and simple. Now you might be wondering, what's this other code that's here on the screen? So the pen itself, I'm going to the docs so I can make sure I'm not lying to you all. It's going to write in the color of either black or white, and anything that's between that 0, which is white, and then which is black, and then the 15, that's white, is going to be a shade of gray. And so I'm just going to have mine go to, in this case, I'm going to have it do white. So we'll keep it like that. And then just below that for the text, we have the string that I placed in here, which is hello, gorgeous. I hope you have a great day. That 2020 is going to be that location of where it's going to land. And so it's going to be the XY coordinates. And then finally, we have the updates that need to happen to the e-ink that's on the screen. And so let's give this a try. Let's see if it's going to work. And I think one thing that we do need to do first is to save it, because if we don't save it, how else are we going to be able to run it? So we're going to save as to the Pico. We're just going to save it here. We're going to call it gorgeous.py because why not? And then here in this main file, that's what's going to run when the badge like first like boots up. So instead of launcher, which is what we typically get instead, I'm going to switch that over to gorgeous. I love that, import gorgeous. We need more fabulous names for like classes and libraries and modules and Python. I'm on a mission to make that happen. So from here, I'm going to go ahead and save that. And then let's test it out. Okay, so I just need to click reset and hopefully we'll see. Oh my gosh, it says it. Now, I probably need some sort of like line break, but in any case, I can keep playing around to figure that out. But we have text on here now, which is great. All right, so I gotta go start my day, but I hope you enjoyed watching me try to figure out how to hack this badge. This is actually my first time ever hacking a badge in all my years that I've been in tech, and it's actually not that bad. There's some documentation available online. I would say if you ever happen to get one of these badges, do give it a try. I've seen people add games as well. There's buttons on the badge that you can use for the games that you're playing too. There's some cool things you can do with that, and there's also like LED lights. You can attach stuff to this as well to do more with it, but I would say as a whole, it's just something to really have fun with and find some really good use cases as well for the ink that's on here too. I've seen some folks mention potential use cases. Okay, I am gonna go off to start my workday now. I hope you enjoyed this. Please subscribe. I will be back with more code related videos coming soon. And until next time, take care.